Tani Oluwaseyi has completed one of the most surprising and unexpected Canadian transfers of the summer, as he leaves behind the MLS and Minnesota United after being one of the best, if not the best striker within the MLS this season. And now he heads abroad to a Champions League side, to one of the best clubs within La Liga and in Spain, and joining the Yellow Submarines in Villarreal. And this is an incredible move for the 25-year-old Canadian international in Tani Oluwaseyi. This is a career-defining move for Tani Oluwaseyi. This is a major step up within just playing style, quality in league, and also a huge step up within pressure. As Tani Oluwaseyi might have made a step too far. This might just be a club too soon. But this is the perfect destination and the perfect move for Tani Oluwaseyi, in my opinion. This is the right step for Tani Oluwaseyi, the right environment, the right club, and the right time to move to European football. And he's made the right choice by choosing Villarreal. Villarreal are a great club for Tani Oluwaseyi to join because there is a clear path into the starting 11 and to starting for this side, not just in La Liga, for the Copa del Rey as well, and even the Champions League. Tani Oluwaseyi has it all lined up at Villarreal, which is very exciting. But this is now a move for Tani Oluwaseyi that was never expected at the start of this summer transfer window. If you told me Tani Oluwaseyi was going to leave Minnesota United while they were in a title push, while they were one of the best sides within the MLS and looking to win the title this season, I would have been shocked. But they have done it. And they have also recouped a record fee for the club. For Minnesota United, they're receiving 7 million euros. An incredible fee, a club record fee for the 25-year-old Canadian international striker. But at the same time, that is a very cheap fee for Villarreal to pay for a new starting striker to a side that uses two number 9s. Which is very exciting for Tani Oluwaseyi. But at the same time, he is joining on a contract and a length of a deal that has him at the club until 2030. He is not just there for the here and now, he is there for here and the future. This is a Tani Oluwaseyi, this is a Tani time move that sees him there for the long term, which is very exciting for the Canadian international. And he just doesn't join the side on his own, he joins a fellow Canadian international who is already having a fantastic time this season in Tajon Buchanan. Great partnership there, two international teammates, two players who know each other very well, and starting in the same side, they'll have the chemistry, they'll have the partnership. It makes complete sense for Villarreal, and they have made terrific business, not just with Tani Oluwaseyi, but throughout the entire summer. But Tani Oluwaseyi joining Villarreal for me, guys, I'm excited. This is a transfer that I never saw coming. When the rumors first started, I thought it was too good to be true. I never expected it to come to fruition. But Tani Oluwaseyi has completed the move to Villarreal, and this is a true reaction video, guys. And I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts to Tani Oluwaseyi joining Villarreal. Make sure to smash that like button, hit that sub button, guys, as we continue to break this down, continue to move towards 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, guys, because your support has been incredible. But Tani Oluwaseyi making this move is not just important for himself, not just important for his career, because like I said, this is a career-defining move for Tani Oluwaseyi. This is also important for Canadian football. This is one of those transfers that is an eye-opener and should be huge for the entirety of Canadians within MLS and Canadians in general. This is a simple one. Villarreal have completely tapped into the Canadian market. They have looked and seen where there is a good price, where they can address a position of need as well as find quality for a very good price. It is just that simple. Yes, Villarreal aren't a team that typically goes out and splashes money. They're not a Real Madrid, a Barcelona, an Atletico Madrid. This is a Villarreal side who don't spend loads of cash. But they've had fantastic business in selling players like Jeremy Pino, Alex Baena, Tierno, as well as qualifying for the Champions League. They've recouped an incredible amount of money this summer. But they didn't just go and splash it all on one player. No, they were very wise with how Villarreal spent their money. They spent it on bringing in a returning player off loan in Tajon Buchanan for more than I would have expected, but still a very cheap fee in terms of a player that's proven at that level and can give them what they need as a starting level player. And then you go and spend 7 million euros on a potential Canadian international who will be starting for Villarreal. It's a smash out of the park. They are now realizing that the Canadian market is an untapped gem. It is a market that not many clubs have looked to. It has been overlooked for some time. It has been the nation in North America that no club has really dived into and said, let's have a punt in Canada. Let's have a punt in the MLS and see what talent we can find that is Canadian. And Villarreal have done a very smart piece of business by finding Tani Oluwaseyi, by having Tajon Buchanan. They've also probably now opened themselves up to a whole load of Canadian supporters who are now going to want to support Tani, who are now going to want to support Tajon Buchanan. And they're going to have their new club within La Liga. Yes, Canadians, yes, North Americans typically will support FC Barcelona, will typically support Real Madrid. But now, you see two Canadians head off to Villarreal, you're going to recruit a whole new group of supporters. I'm not going to say it's game-changing, but it is huge for a Canadian to head off and join another Canadian in the Champions League, in one of the best leagues in world football, in my opinion, the second best league in world football, and at a club that have made game-changing business, that has taken their trajectory as a football club to the next level to continue to build on their success from last season. And Tani Oluwaseyi joining the side, it's a match made in heaven. Yes, I kind of think it's a step too soon, but all the pieces are there for him to succeed. He has a friend, he has a Canadian international in Tajon Buchanan already at the club to help him settle in. There is a position of need at number 9 that is there to be filled in. They have also bought Georges Mikatadze from Olympique Lyonnais, but they can play together. This is a side that has sold a multitude of attackers this summer. Arnaud Danjuma, as well as Alex Baena, Yeremy Pino, and Tierno. This is a side that need number 9s because they play a 4-2-2. They play with 2 number 9s up top, just like the Canadian men's national team. There's so many reasons to love this move for Tani Oluwaseyi. And I don't know how this came to fruition. I don't know how these rumors started, but I absolutely love what Villarreal are doing by tapping into this Canadian international market because it makes sense. It is there, and it makes sense for a lot of teams that tap into this Canadian market because it's a cheap fee and you're finding quality at a very low cut price. And bringing in Tani Oluwaseyi for 7 million euros might turn out to be a smash out of the park for the Yellow Submarines. Bringing in Tani Oluwaseyi is an incredible move, not just for Minnesota United by getting a club record fee to show younger players, who show talented players within the MLS, to come to Minnesota because they can move you on to bigger clubs. It also helps Tani Oluwaseyi. This is a move that can help him soar into the starting lineup for the Canadian men's national team in the summer of 2026 to start for the Canadian men's national team alongside Jonathan David. This is another Canadian inside a Tier 1 league. This is instrumental. This is a transfer that absolutely shocks me, absolutely blows me away, and I love it on every single instance and every single level. Yes, it might be too early, but I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. And for me, Tajon Buchanan joining Inter Milan was one of the most exciting transfers I've seen in a long time. But Tani Oluwaseyi might be one of my favorite Canadian transfers I have ever seen. Yes, that's a bold statement. Yes, that might be a surprising statement. But Tani is an underrated striker. He might not be loved by a lot of Canadians, but I love what we have at a national team level. And Tani Oluwaseyi joining Villarreal is a huge move, is an exciting move. And as you guys can see in my reaction video, this is unthinkable and just so exciting to see. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about Tani Oluwaseyi heading off to a Champions League club in the Yellow Submarines in Villarreal. We're going to do a more in-depth video, of course, guys, breaking down how he fits into this team, where his role will be, if he'll be a starter, and how the pathway is for him to start for Villarreal, and who might be his striking partner, and what his minutes might look like this season. We're going to do deep dives into this, guys. I'm trying to give you guys the most content possible, breaking it down, giving you guys a true reaction video, as well as breaking down each transfer with more in-depth analysis as well. Let me know if you guys like that content system. If not, let me know down below in the comments. Let me know in general. Make sure to smash that like button, guys, and hit that sub button as we continue to work to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Your support's been incredible, guys, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.